Hey guys, welcome back my channel, The Learning Destinations. I am your host Avinash, and today I am going to cover a complete hands-on sessions with the Amazon Glue. Now I am going to divide this entire sessions into three parts. In part 1, I am going to show you that how you can crawl the data from different data source, and these data source could be anything like S3 bucket, which you can consider as a data lake. Then it could be RDS databases, it could be Amazon Aurora or PostgreSQL Server. Once you're done with the crawling, then after that I'm going to show you that how you can do the query of table using the Athena query. In second part, I'm going to set up ETL jobs, which is well known as a extract, transform and load, where I will show you that how you can convert a CSV data into PART1 format, and then after that how you can do the query to your databases using the Athena query. Now in last part, which is the part 3, where I will show you that how you can set up the connections, and in this part 1 I am going to take data source as a S3 bucket. In part 3 I will be taking data source as a RDS database instances. Alright guys, so if you are a person who wants to grow career in data science and machine learning field, then you must watch this complete series. Alright guys, let's start the practical session. So firstly you need to log in inside AWS console, which I already logged in. Then you need to create one role, which I am going to create now, and it will be a service role, and here we need to select the service, and I am selecting it Glue service. Then next, and here we need to assign the permissions. Okay, so I'm going to assign the administrator access. However, it is not recommended if you are working in the production. Since I'm just testing it, that's why I'm assigning it administrator access. But in case if you are working in the productions, just stick with the specific AWS Glue permissions. I say next, and I give it here the name. I say demo Glue role. Create role. So role is successfully created. Wait for a few seconds. It is getting created. Okay. If we search here, so here this is the role which I created, demo Glue role. Okay. Now we need to create S3 bucket. And as earlier I explained that this S3 bucket, you can consider it as a data lake. And if you already work in the data lake, you can understand the importance of S3 bucket, right? And you can act this S3 bucket as a data lake where the data is coming from different databases, from different data sources. Okay. So I'm going to create one new bucket, and I say my demo Glue bucket. And rest of the options you can keep it as default create bucket, and then inside the bucket my demo Glue bucket. What happened? Reason not found. Why? Okay, let me create once again. Not sure what's the problem in this bucket. Did I miss anything? I didn't check actually. No worries, we just delete this bucket and we create one more bucket here, the fresh bucket. I say Glue session bucket. Then here it's okay. Say create bucket. Okay, so this bucket is created, Glue session bucket, and inside that I'm going to create couple of folder. So I say demo underscore data, create folder. Inside this I'm going to create another folder. I say client underscore database, client underscore database says create folder, and inside this I'm going to create CSV folder. I say client underscore CSV, create folder, and inside this there is another folder called data load. Okay, let's return to the bucket, and here I am creating another folder which I say one I am going to use for scripts for Athena, which I will show you later on. Okay, then I'm going to create another folder. I said temp dir. This is again I'm going to use for Athena query, which I will show you the use of these folders. Okay, and one I'm creating Athena results. Athena underscore results. All right, guys. Okay, so these are the folders which I created. So firstly, I have created this S3 bucket named glue session bucket. And after that, I have created this folder demo data. And inside I have created another folder called client databases. Then another folder client CSV here, then data load. All right, and here I'm going to upload our data, CSV data. So this CSV data I already generated online. So let me go here and data. Okay, so this is dummy database. Basically this is a dummy data CSV file, okay, which I created online just for testing purpose, and I'm saying upload. And this is assume that these are the data which you are getting from the different data sources, okay, in CSV format. Perfect. So now I'm going to create AWS Glue crawler from the AWS Glue console. Okay, guys. So data has been successfully uploaded. Okay, and now we need to create the crawler, and for that we need to visit AWS console, AWS Glue console to create the crawler. Okay, so we type AWS Glue here, and then we need to visit database section, and here we need to add the database, and we give it name client underscore databases. Okay, or we can add here client database underscore glue. Okay, location, so we can get the locations from S3, right, because this is the data source from where we are getting the data. Okay, so we can go here, sorry, we need to go bucket, glue session bucket, and then demo data. Then after that we need to go client databases. Here select this, copy S3 URL, come back, paste here the URL address, say create databases. Okay, now this database is created and we need to create the table. Here you can add the manually table as well. However, we are going to set up the crawler job, and that is why we are going to use this option, add tables using crawler. So it will create the crawler as well as it crawl all the data from S3 to this location, this table. Okay, so I'm going to give it name, now let's say clients, client underscore, and we give it name databases underscore glue. Okay, or underscore demo, it suits more perfect. Next, here we need to define the data source. So data source, it should be S3, right, and there are other options as well like JDBC, DynamoDB, etc., right. So we are going to use the S3 bucket, and we can choose from here, go to glue sessions, demo data, client database, client CSV, choose, and after that do add an S3 store data source. Next, next, and then you remember at the beginning we have created this role with the administrative privileges. So I'm selecting this role, demo glue role, right? This is the same role we have created. And after that, next, and here we need to choose the database. So this is the database we have created. And then after that, next, frequency we keep as on demand. Next, create crawler. Now you can see the message, crawler successfully created, and we are going to run this crawler job. Okay, so now this time we are running this crawler job. We say run crawler. One crawler is already running, started, crawler successfully starting. Okay, now here you can see the timings. So it's going to be take some time, and once it is finished, then I will be back. Meanwhile, I'm going to pause this video. Okay, so it took total 44 seconds. The crawling has been successfully completed, and we go here and we can see this is the crawling job we have created just now, and it fetch all the data and it created one table as well, and we can see the table here. Let's refresh it, and this is the table we have given the name. Okay, so from this database, client database glue. Okay, so we have created the table as well using the crawler. Okay, so add table using the crawler, we have created the table. We go here. Okay, so these are the database details, like these are the column name. Let me show you the data first. So this is the data which I have uploaded. Let me open it. Okay, so here you can see the column name, client name, phone number, email, country, region, address, currency, right? So these are the database, these are the columns is successfully populated here. You can see, okay, this one client ID, name, phone, email, and these are the same. Okay, so it has successfully crawled all the data from S3 bucket to here Glue database. Okay, now I'm going to run the Athena query on top of it. Alright guys, let's start the Athena query, and we are going to run this Athena query against of this database, client database glue. Okay, so I'm going back. These are the columns. Perfect. It will be quick. I'm visiting the Athena sections. Okay, and this is the data source like AWS data catalog. Okay, and this is the database. You remember that this is the database which we have created here in let me show you AWS Glue. We go quickly back just in case if you forget. So this is the database which we have created, client database Glue. Perfect. Okay, this is the table we have created here. We go here, client CSV, and okay, these are the columns. Okay, now we are going to see all the details what are hiding inside these columns, right? The complete details through the Athena query. Okay, so this is the table. We say here preview table. Okay, and here you see it's running query and it shows all the details, right? James of Linda Gills, Nadie Noble, Lester Brinks, right? Phone number, email, country, etc., currency, right? And if you see, this is the same data which is given here, right? The same order in the name. You can also check. This is the same data. Okay, phone number, email, just verify email. Perfect. Okay, same. Yeah, exactly same, right? So we have successfully run our Athena query against of this database, right? This Glue database, right? So what we have seen that so far now we have created a S3 bucket. We have created a S3 bucket as a data lake. We uploaded the data inside that. Let me show you at this location, demo data, client database, client CSV. Right, so here we have uploaded this data, data. Okay, and just assume these are the tables. Okay, then after that let me resume to AWS Glue now, or I can open it in new tab. Then after that we have created database here. It's taking a bit longer time. We have created this database. After that we have created the table using add tables using crawler, and in such a way we have set up the crawling jobs, this one, right? And we run the crawling jobs which create the one table here, and which generates the which fetch all the data, right, column, and the same since the table is created with the column name, then we have run the Athena query, yeah, against of this database. Okay, so I hope you completely got what I wanted to show you. Now you have clear understanding that how you can set up AWS Glue crawler using any data source. Okay, just wait for the second part, because in second part I'm going to set up a ETL job which can help you to transform, extract, transform and load the data, and where we are going to convert this CSV data into parquet format. Okay guys, so that's all from this sessions, and I hope you really understood it. If you have any questions, you can write me in the comment section. And guys, one more request: if you think that if it adds any value in your skills, then don't forget to subscribe my channel. Okay, and please hit the like button as well. I will see you in my next tutorial. Till the time, thank you so much for watching this.